What's good, YTBC? It's your boy Ropes. We got a couple of good fights coming up next year at the beginning of the year, 2016. One of them being Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter. That should be an exciting fight for the fans. We've been talking about that shit for a while. So props for getting that shit finally done. But I want to talk about Robert the Ghost Guerrero versus Danny Swift Garcia. Because I'm noticing that some fans are already saying that this is a cherry pick fight for Danny Garcia. And I don't know if Danny Garcia had cherry picking in mind when he decided to fight Robert the Ghost Guerrero. But if he did, what a horrible fucking cherry to pick. Because to me, that's a fight that he can very well get his ass whipped in, if not knocked out. It's a possibility. I think that people who think this is a cherry pick fight are, maybe without even noticing, putting too much on Danny Garcia. He's not that good. We've seen him lose a couple of times before. Mauricio Herrera being the most embarrassing. People were split on the Peterson fight. But even in the second half of that fight, even though Peterson didn't do the most at the beginning, the second half of the fight, when he started to turn it up on Garcia, he didn't respond to it very well. He didn't look good in that fight. And he has even looked bad even in victory. Zab Judah being one of them. I mean, he clearly beat Zab Judah, but he let Zab come back in the championship rounds at the end of the fight. And that's the period where Zab Judah is known to melt down. He's already melted down by that point. And this Zab Judah is already, he has nothing left. He's already done. So he looked bad in that fight. Even in the Amir Khan fight, even though he won by knockout, it's not his fault that Amir Khan doesn't have a chin, but he was getting his ass whooped even before that happened. Not to take any credit away from him, but I'm just pointing out that even in victory, he doesn't look that good. So Robert the Ghost Guerrero, we all know that he can apply consistent pressure. So I'm just interested to see what Danny Garcia is going to do with that. Because he didn't handle it very well when Peterson turned it on him. So, and I think that Garcia would be the smaller man. I think that Guerrero would just be the physically bigger, stronger man in there. So I can't wait to see that and see how that all turns out. I don't believe it's a cherry pick fight. I think that it's a very good fight. I just want to speak a little bit about Al Haymon, because people are saying, this is another Al Haymon fight, in-house fight, a mismatch fight, and all the stuff that is said about Al Haymon. But the dude, the company PBC is not even a 2-year company yet. I mean, you gotta relax a little bit and give the man time to show us what he can do, okay? Because he's no more worse than anybody else out there right now, any other promoter. In fact, he's doing a great thing by putting boxing in front of us more, which is why I don't understand people complaining so much about these fights. It's a brand new brand, okay? It takes a while to build a brand. You guys expect Al Haymon to dump all of the best fights out there, just pour all the resources in right at the very beginning and not have anything for down the road for a new company. Nobody's going to do that. That's not smart business. He wouldn't survive like that. Now, of course, in time, we expect him to do better, but you guys are talking like you want him to give us pay-per-view quality fights for free on TV at the very beginning of everything. It would be a dream if we get pay-per-view quality fights later on down the line eventually. But this shit is brand new. I mean, give the man a break. Give him a chance. Are all the fights that we've seen so far that he's put together perfect? No. But there has been some great fights as well. So I just think that people are being a little bit too hard on Al Haymon. Top Rank and Golden Boy have been around for a while, especially Top Rank. I believe they came around in like 1977 or something like that, which was like the same year that HBO Championship Boxing came around. And they had a partnership from the very beginning. So they were more able to pour out some resources at the very beginning. But we're working with free TV with PBC here for the most part. So I think that he should be given some time to see what he can do. But you guys let me know what you guys think. Do you think people are being too hard on Al Haymon? And do you think that this is a cherry pick fight for Danny Garcia. I don't.